I'm Allendale's chief meteorologist Ryan Martin with a look at your midday weather update. Surface map right now shows that, oddly enough, we can still call this the calm before the storm. It's hard to call it calm before the storm when you've got winds starting to really increase across the plains and into the western Corn Belt. But seriously, when you look at the surface map, there's nothing going on yet. Got an area of low pressure south central Kansas. To the backside of it, we have some radar echoes trying to get going, but I don't think those are indicative of anything major just yet. The low that's really going to create the major storm complex that moves to the east, it's still back in south central parts of Utah. So that tells you here we are as we move into the Tuesday afternoon time frame. The low that's going to cause all sorts of issues across the country, south central Utah. By Thursday morning, it's going to be in southwest Ontario. This thing is going to rip. It's going to move, and it's going to cause some issues. Let's talk about those. First of all, the impacts on cattle country. We've been trying to bring this to the forefront the past couple of days, but we do have a winter storm that is going to put blizzard conditions in over northeastern parts of Colorado, southwestern Nebraska, northwestern parts of Kansas. Right now, I guess I'm not overly thrilled about the potential for heavy snow. As a matter of fact, I think no more than 10 inches and probably more along the line of 4 to 6, 4 to 8 will be what we're looking at. The main reason I think that is as the precipitation really gets going in this area, or I should say as the snow gets going, temperatures are generally going to be about 32 to 35 degrees. It's not super cold, so this is going to be a very wet, very liquid-laden snow. Going to be difficult to see that pile up quickly with that kind of heaviness. So that's why I'm not looking for big amounts, but I cannot argue with the winds 40 to 60 miles an hour being thrown about. I like a range of 20 to 40 better just because let's be conservative here, and I'll be honest, the difference between a 40 and 60 mile an hour wind isn't much when it comes to blowing snow around or blowing anything else for that matter. You get into those ranges, if it's not tied down, it's going somewhere. So let's not go for the sensationalistic side of it. Let's call it what it is, gusty winds, blowing snow. Blizzard conditions are directed and dictated by how far you can see, by visibility, and that's where we've got the blizzard issues coming in that part of the world. The heaviest precipitation will be between the I-76 and I-70 corridors there in northeastern parts of Colorado, southwestern Nebraska, so on and so forth. Now, as we go forward, this thing will be moving off to the north and east. As it does so, gusty winds continue. We'll see strong to severe weather starting to be an issue as we move across eastern parts of Kansas and into the western Corn Belt. This as we go through the day tomorrow, midday, probably a key time frame to watch. And the front continues to race east. I think it's going to move fast enough that we're still looking at daylight hours as some of these thunderstorms, or the line of thunderstorms, moves into Illinois. But as the sun goes down, we lose any kind of help for the convective activity that we would have. So I'm looking at just general rain showers, maybe moderate, but just rain showers farther east across Indiana, Ohio, and up into Michigan. And you got to note the low is going to be tracking northeastward, so the heaviest precipitation and the longest lasting precipitation will be up closer to the low in that circulation. Anywhere where a front just sweeps through, we're not going to have to worry about it quite as long of a period of time. Behind this system, we have strong high pressure that comes in quickly, easily, nicely, dries us down, we cool off. And we're going to be looking at dry weather for actually the rest of the week, from Thursday afternoon right on through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday of next week. Now, initially, Thursday afternoon, Friday, we may be stuck with a good deal of cloud cover across the Corn Belt because, again, this is a very strong low-pressure circulation bringing the cool air down. I think you got some residual moisture that at least triggers cloud cover. But still, not a lot of additional rain. We've got another system then that comes out of the central and southern plains early next week. Looking at Tuesday, Wednesday, with this event coming out of Oklahoma, Kansas, moving across Arkansas, Missouri, southern Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. I like rains here, probably half to 1 inch. Could see a little bit more than that. We've got a wide open path to moisture off the Gulf of Mexico, so that's going to be key there. 80% coverage in areas south of I-80. You get north of I-80 early next week, might be a little bit more touch and go. Same kind of system, or I guess I should say same kind of track for a system as we move toward the 21st through the 23rd. Looks like it could have some heavier rainfall totals right now. We'll see if they hold together, but we'll watch for that there pre-Thanksgiving. Good rain and thunderstorm event to the south. And then we're going to be looking at temperatures probably holding in the near normal range for that period. So once again, we may not be blasting it to the upside, but Still no major well below normal push of temperatures yet across the country. International weather not showing much sign of change right now. Dry weather continuing here for about the next week to 10 days over most of Australia. We've got scattered showers working through former Soviet Union areas right now. Those will linger through tomorrow. I think that probably after midnight tomorrow night things will be winding down, although I won't completely call an end to it till probably mid-morning Thursday. And in South America, weather is not a story. Yes, scattered moisture around. Yes, we have some slight net drying going on in Mato Grosso here over the next 7 to 8 days. But big deal. They're able to get the crop on the ground. It's looking good. Moisture in Argentina, a little bit more hit and miss. I don't like how some of the areas of southern Cordoba down into La Pampa have been missed by the past couple of systems, but it's nothing there that needs to raise a red flag just yet. So obviously we don't have many weather issues at this point in time. Now, if you've got any questions on the weather, give us a call at Allendale. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin.